Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How many moms are here? Yeah. Can you show me how many hands you have? Two, right? But sometimes I think you have more than two hands. Because if you are at home, you handle multiple responsibilities. And I have asked myself, how you are managing this? So I was waiting for this event eagerly to know how many hands you have. So it's two. Okay. And now we are going to celebrate the moment having the book of our author, Shabeena Zaidi, The Revelations of a Millennial Mom, on the shelves of legendary Mohammed Bin Rashid Library. And I'm honored to be the host of today's event. I'm Hadi Abdul Qadir, and it's my pleasure to spend my evening with you. So are you excited? Yes. Are you happy? Yes. Yes, I can read it from your face. You are excited. Of course. So today, we will hear from our author. What is her inspiration to write this book? And her message to the Millennial Moms. And after that, we have you, the family, the friends and colleagues, and they have their happiness and their joy of achieving this big feat of her, right? So we will hear from you. So are you ready? When we are called on, you will come here and will share a few words with us. Isn't it? Yes. So today we are going to again celebrate the moment. So how many of you have read the book? Yes.
I just got my copy today, so maybe one more.
Okay, for those who have already read the book, the author gave me 5 questions to ask. I don't know. Maybe she want to check whether you really have read her book. Okay, so how many of you said that you read her book?
Yes. Partially.
No, there was 5 hands. Now only 1.
See, I'll be very true in that.
You are a honest person. Yes, to the person who said that, I read the book. How many chapters are there in the book?
Probably 17 or 18.
17 or 18. The answer is, okay, the other people who read the book. Is it 17 or 18? Okay. I will give you 15 seconds. You can grab the book and see how many chapters are there.
There. I just got it and answered.
Yes, you can check the book. How many chapters are there?
30.
30. So the answer is 30. And for the attempt he had made, because people have poor memory nowadays. So I trust him. And for the attempt and for reading the whole book, the author has given me, Shabeena has given me chocolates to give to the people who give right answers. So what's your good name, sir?
Khurshid.
Khurshid. Yes, Mr. Khurshid, please be here. This is a gift for you from Shabeena. Wrong answer, but the attempt. The winning is in the try, not in the result.
Thank you.
Give him a big round of applause.
Again.
Thank you. And let's thank everybody who is behind this beautiful event. Mohammed Bin Rashid Library and the PR team who's working to make this event not only in this hall but even to the world out there. So now let's hear it from the author. I told you.
It's visible?
Yeah.
What is her inspiration and what are the thoughts running on her mind while writing the book? There was a director and somebody asked him, why you take movies? Why you make movies? The director said, I have lot of feelings in my head. I have a lot of things to express, and if I don't express it through movies, I will die. So, books are a way of expression, right? Yes, let's hear from the author. Our author is a blogger, and she's a books lover, and that's why she's a writer. And she has a master's degree in environmental engineering and has worked for environmental consultancy firms. She is currently pursuing a soft skills training program, and now again her book is part of the shelves of legendary Mohammed Bin Rashid Library. And she is a millennial mom raising two beautiful children. So are you excited to welcome the author of the book, The Revelation of Millennial Mom? So let's welcome Shabeena Zaidi onto the stage, and let's hear from her.
Hi, good evening all.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Very good evening to all my family members, my friends, my uncle, my father. My father-in-law is here, and my father has come all the way from India. He's coming directly from the airport, and I'm so happy, so glad to see all of you. I'm really honored. I'm very happy to see all of you. Now we have a very famous personality who's also coming, so I can see her. Yeah. Hello. So good evening everyone, and good evening Dr. Shamanavas, who's there with us, and I'm really honored to have all of you over here. I know this is a weekday and you must really have been busy, but it was such a short notice because we were working with the dates, arranging the dates with the library, and I'm so happy to have you over here. My friend Vibha is there. My friend Zainab Sultana is there, who's also a mom. Then my another friend Shiba Hassan, she's there, who's also a mom. And as moms we know, my friend Sarah is there. So she is struggling with her role as a mom and as a career person. And it was that I had prepared a speech, but over here I think I'm not going to speak that, because as I see your faces, I come up with stories. So I may take a lot of time, Mr. Hadi, maybe more than the time you assigned to me. But then a few days back, I met Dr. Shama Nawaz at an event, and we were discussing about motherhood role. And I got to know from her that there will be hardships. As a mother, there will be hardships. And as a mother, the role of being a mother and maintaining a career, it is not going to be rosy. But the way she has fought and she has excelled in her career, she has raised 4 kids, and she is an excellent doctor. So I think that is really inspirational. Head of the department, Al-Zahra Hospital, Sharjah. And I think as millennial moms, because we are vague, as millennials moms, we have a vague idea, and it is so much required to learn from our elders. So that is what a book is about. As a millennial mom, we have a feeling that is termed as ambivalent. Now, what is ambivalent? Ambivalent word means existence of 2 feelings at the same time. Existence of extreme amount of love for your children and extreme amount of hatred. And believe me, I've said it. That particular moment when your guests are going to arrive and your house is proper, and that one fine moment, your favorite lipstick is stolen from your makeup and it is smudged all over the body of the child, and also on the walls, and also on the sofa. So what would be the feeling? Extreme hatred, extreme amount of resentment. And when the child comes and hugs innocently, you are filled with a surge of love. So there is no entity in this world where these two common attributes exist at the same time. This is what the book is about. Well, I'm not going to tell what the book is about, but where there are various comparisons which I have made in the book as with respect to the millennial mom and the traditional moms. There are various quotes in the book. Now I'm going to read one of the quotes by a mother, and that is how we are going to determine, we are going to understand how the main motive, as Mr. Hadi asked me, what was your inspiration for writing the book? So it was not any one enlightening moment for me to write a book, but there were a series of events, there were a cascade of events which led me to write the book. And I'm going to write, and the one foremost reason which I'm going to tell in the words of a mother, that a mother says, I wish someone would have told me the ugly side of being a mom. It wouldn't have changed a thing, and I would still love my children more than anything. But I wish I would have been prepared. So yes, the media has glorified motherhood. The media has posed a rosy picture of motherhood, and through this book, I want to give a voice to the feeble chorus that no, motherhood is not at all rosy. It is a mix of emotions, and it is a mix of resentment. And through this book, I would want to tell that yes, you can raise your voice. As a mother, we can raise our voices. Because we generally, as mothers, we don't raise our voices. Now, when I started writing on LinkedIn, I felt this is a professional platform. Should I write about motherhood or not? But then I realized that if it is a professional platform, but we are also instrumental in contributing sane individuals to the society, and that is of paramount importance, isn't it? And that was the reason I started writing on LinkedIn about motherhood, and that was the reason this book came into existence, and that was the reason I started pouring down my thoughts. This book is, however, a memoir. This is my personal story. But it's not that I have just shared my personal story. Whatever I have perceived, whatever I have imbibed being a mother, and whatever I've imbibed, the changes which I have seen in the society, this book encompasses all that. As a mother, you have ambivalent feelings. As a mother, you are always postponing to be happy. And through this book, I want to raise a voice that motherhood is inclusive. And through this book, I would want to raise a voice that yes, it is okay to vocalize your emotions. It is okay to say whatever you want to say as a mother. And that yes, motherhood has an ugly side too. So there is this quote, there is this paragraph which I would like to read. This is from my book. Being a mother, it is felt that this is what life has become. To follow the toddler everywhere in the house, the unrelenting cries of a toddler, the incessant tantrums, hopping upon you, throwing down the food from the baby chair, times when you are unable to put a morsel of food into your mouth, and the food on the table turns cold, are a commonplace in a mother's life. These are just a few scenarios mentioned which make your head go round. You love your baby unconditionally. Nevertheless, you crave for that solace and peace within yourself. You tend to long for a social circle, people you would want to talk to and associate yourself with them. The fundamental truth is that time moves on, and so do us. But sometimes we are unable to fathom that the state we are in is impermanent. The truth is that the days seem to be passing slowly, but the years pass very quickly. Isn't it? That we are so fed up with the everyday chores which are going around with the kids, that we want them to grow big and we want to get rid of this. Once when my kid is going to grow old, I'm going to do this. We always long for that, moment, and hence we are postponing to be happy. And when the kids grow up, we say that, oh my God, the time flew so soon. So yes, that is what motherhood is about. And Mr. Hadi also asked me that what would you give to a message to the millennial moms. Now, a message that I would want to give to millennial moms, that yes, when you enter into motherhood, it is completely a great story. And we must await the reality. We are masking the positive, the actual picture. We are not showing the actual picture because it is masked by the social media, as the media is glorifying motherhood, but we know what the actual story is about. I want to ask all the mothers to vocalize their stories, to tell the world about their stories, so that we can learn from their stories and we can create a better environment for the kids, because the mother is always frustrated. And I want to tell, through this book, I would want to tell that it's okay if you are a stay-at-home mom, and it's okay if you are working, if you are going to office. Anyways, you are balancing it, and you are in that, you are maintaining it, you are balancing everything as a mother, and that is a great deal. So I would want to motivate the millennial moms to upskill. Whatever your role that you are playing, you should upskill yourself at every time, and you should, at the same time, you are taking care of the kids. So you will get lost in the world if you don't skill up and if you don't lend a voice about your own story. So I would encourage all the millennial moms to share their stories and to make motherhood inclusive.
Thank you, Shabeena Zaidi. Let's give her a big round of applause. There is a message which is shared by Shabeena just now. What is it to the millennial moms? What is that message?
To vocalize yourself.
To vocalize yourself.
Upskill.
Upskill. That is the answer I'm looking for. What's your good name?
Zainab.
Zainab. Zainab, can you please come onto the stage and receive the gift? Give her a big round of applause.
Can I take some off?
Yes. You don't worry about me. I'm so proud of you.
She vocalized herself.
Thank you. She bought the book and she gave it.
How many kids or children we have today? Yes. The next question is to you, not the big children, the small children. Okay, all children. Yeah. Your heaven is under the feet of your mom. Okay, what is good? What's your good name? What is your good name? Mustafa, come and receive this gift. You want to receive it from daughter or from me? From Shabeena or both? Okay. So I gave him the gift. Now Shabeena, please join. He want to receive it from you. Next, let's hear from the family, friends and colleagues. And now I have a friend of Shabeena here, Sheba Hasnain. Where is Sheba Hasnain?
Yeah, I'm here.
You are here. You look gorgeous.
Oh my God, thank you.
Let's welcome her. A big round of applause, because she's going to share a few words about the book and about the author.
First of all, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। हमारे सारे अपने यहाँ मौजूद हैं और मैं उनको बहुत ही दिल से मुबारकबाद देना चाहती हूँ। ये बहुत ही फ़ख्र की बात है कि शबीना हमारी बहन ने इतना अच्छा मतलब टॉपिक लेकर इस पर लिखा है और अंकल आंटी और आप सबको बहुत शुक्रिया और मुबारकबाद. I feel actually blessed and honored to speak in this beautiful evening with all of you. Why it is beautiful? Of course, because it is about mom. And a mom has written a story about her, experiences, whatever she has gone through. I didn't go through the book, but I feel like it is a great takeaway for all the millennial moms. It is the revelation of a millennial mom. Means I am a working woman and I understand what all I have been going through since last 18 years. I left so many opportunities for me, but I carried away with my own career and my kids. Rather than else, I don't know anything. And that's why I am here to tell you, it's not easy to be a mom. Motherhood is a blessing for all of us. But it comes with so many pros and cons. And if we are prepared, if we are enabled by our parents, by our husband plays a very great role, because once you leave your parent and be with your husband, if husband doesn't support wife, I don't think you will survive. Yeah, of course he will survive. That's not a problem. But yeah, like being husband wife has a great relationship, and they make millennial moms. Parents make millennial moms, and I salute everyone here because they are great parents and great moms. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiva. Now, we are going to hear from a colleague of mine and Shabeena. She is a tour guide, an artist, a speaker, and she have a weird type of color on her hair. Let me call upon Viva Talati onto the stage.
Thank you, Harvey. Yes, I am known as the red and the white witch, that's true. I have started reading the book, and I'm not a mother and I don't plan to be one, but I am learning from, or I'm enjoying other people's kids. मुझे सुसु पोटी साफ नहीं करना पड़ता है, बस सिर्फ मजे करती हूँ, बच्चों के साथ खेलती रहती हूँ. But what I liked in this book is the role of Asif. He is a silent, जैसे शिवा जी ने बताया कि हस्बैंड की सपोर्ट के बगैर ऑफ कोर्स हम कर सकते हैं, दैट इज सर्वाइविंग, बट व्हेन हस्बैंड सपोर्ट अस वी आर थ्राइविंग. एंड फादर की ब्लेसिंग्स हो, बेटा बेटी जेंडर इक्वालिटी के बारे में बात की गई है इसमें, पर मैंने अंकल जी का एक कीनोट सेशन सुना हुआ है और जैसे वो बोलते हैं उर्दू इनकी तीसरी बेटी है. दिस इज वन लाइन जो मेरे जहन में, दिमाग में, दिल में बस गई है. सो अंकल और आसिफ रियली आई हैव रीच्ड वेयर दिसंबर 2014 तक, जहाँ पे यू हैड टू गो टू इंडिया. सॉरी आई एम नॉट, नो स्पॉयलर्स, बट या जहाँ व्हेन यू हैड टू गो टू इंडिया, and your story of Malaysia and how you managed the show, that has really touched my heart, and this is what I have read so far. तो मम्मी का तो पता नहीं, बट हस्बैंड बहुत सही मिले हैं आपको. एंड आई एम ऑल्सो ब्लेस्ड विद अ वेरी नाइस हस्बैंड एंड अ मदर इन लॉ जो वहाँ पे बैठे हैं, वेट कर रहे हैं कि मेरा कब टॉक हो जाए और फिर हम लोग चले यहाँ से. या देखो, दे आर लिसनिंग, वहाँ दूर से सुन रहे हैं, बट दे आर लिटिल कॉन्शियस अबाउट ऑल दीज इवेंट्स. सो कांग्रेचुलेशंस शबीना on writing the book, and maybe one day even I'll be here as the author and distributing chocolates, and Hati, you'll be the co-author. Yeah. Thank you so much, and definitely read the book. It's worth reading. If not for Shabeena, I'll do it for Asif. Over to you, Hati. Yeah.
Yes. Over here, yeah. Good. One more. Good. Thank you.
To be a mother, you need to be mentally tough, isn't it? So when you are going through, going tough with your emotions, you have a person to reach to. Viva Talati is also an emotional intelligence trainer. So, a coach. So you can reach her if you are trying hard to manage your emotions.
Thanks.
Yes, since you all spoke in Hindi a little bit, I also want to speak in Hindi.
Yes, please.
आज मेरे पास बिल्डिंग्स है, प्रॉपर्टी है, बैंक बैलेंस है, बंगला है, गाड़ी है. क्या है तुम्हारे पास? मेरे पास माँ है. Yeah, nice, right? Yes, next we are going to hear from Zainab Sultana. You all are familiar with Zainab? Now let's hear from Zainab. What's her thoughts about the book? Let's welcome Zainab with a big round of applause.
She just asked me, so I thought I should speak. I should start with a quote. I don't know, it's a very famous. Opportunity don't happen, you create them. So it's she created, and it's in front of all of us. And yes, Asif was a true motivator for him. I remember when she was writing the book, I used to call her. She was at home, and I just want to say an instant, Shabeena, how are you doing? I'm just in the mid. Riza is crying, they both are fighting, and I want to write a book. I don't know, how do you manage? I said, it's okay, you will do it. You know you will do it. And yes, she's here. I just got my copy of book today, and maybe I will read it, then I will be more giving her a very good feedback. But yes, you did truly a great job, and she's a very good person, as I know her. She was my junior in the school actually. And then we met again, and we became true friends, and congratulations on your success. And we were just talking, I told her, why don't you keep a book launch? So it started. So all the best.
Thank you.
And Zainab, you don't look like a senior to her.
Just 1 year.
Just 1 year, yeah. So next esteemed person we are going to hear from is a renowned figure in the pharmaceutical industry, the owner and managing director of Pharma Solutions. So let's put our hands together to welcome Mr. Mohammed Zaidi.
Thank you, but actually I wanted an introduction which is purely family introduction and not in the capacity of pharmaceuticals, but mainly for Shubi, what we call Shabeena. Thank you. So guys, just very quickly, thank you very much for all of you. On behalf of Shabeena also, I thank each one of you over here. Knowing Shabeena's personality, I know that she wanted a very low-key affair, but it was Asif and only Asif who wanted to have it in a very proper book launch kind of a thing. So a round of applause to Asif. And I wish we can get an author who can cover fathers also and sons also. We hear so much of millennial mothers and the daughters. But honestly, this is an emotional moment for me also, because knowing Shabeena since ages, I know what kind of a personality, what kind of a childhood, what kind of transformation she had in her personality. I knew about her skills, I knew about what she can do, but really not up to this level that she can create a fantastic book like this one. Honestly, because within the family, I'm the first one who was read it within 2 days. That just will keep you mesmerized. There are numerous chapters, and the first one, the best one, involves Riza, where she says, orange ke upar plastic on the orange instead of the peel. I don't want to be a spoiler, but there are so many interesting topics which will keep you glued. And the language which Shabeena has used is quite simple, easy to catch. At the same time, the vocabulary has been fantastic. I mean, that can really keep you related or motivated to read what is there in the next chapter. A selection of chapters. You can say either it's a pizza story or pause story, or is it about pulke ki roti and the tradition or the hijab or whatsoever. I can say numbers of it. Believe me, my memory is not that bad. Guys, thank you very much for coming over, and I urge each one of you to please go through the book. And from the motherhood perspective, this is a wonderful attempt from Shabeena. I think this is the first step in the journey of another 100 steps, possibly. And I wish to congratulate you. Keep writing, keep others also motivated, and keep yourself motivated. Two lovely daughters, one of them is missing here. I'm sure we'll meet up soon again. And thank you very much again to all of you for coming over. But real story would be there that all of you have to read, spread awareness to the other friends so that they can go through the same process. And I'm sure that everybody will be able to empathize with their situation, at least every mother whosoever is reading, and even fathers for that matter. This is what the book is all about. And wish you many, many success, Shabeena, for all your efforts. Thank you.
You may forget the words, you may forget the names, you may forget the numbers. You can't forget how you felt.
True.
And that feeling we have seen today, the passion, the enthusiasm, and even the words to inspire us to read the book. And that came from the heart, I can say. Next person we are going to hear from have come a long way from India, and his flight got delayed twice. He was scheduled to reach
4 times delayed.
4 times UAE by a morning flight. But when I see him seated among you, I'm reminded of a quote by Paulo Coelho, the author of the book, the classic book, The Alchemist. And when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. And this is happening right in front of us. He is a veteran in the writing industry, a journalist, a orator, and a poet. With all respect, let's put our hands together to hear from the father of Shabeena Zaidi, Mr. Azam Ali Zaidi. Let's welcome him.
विभा जी ने मुझे इंस्पायर किया, कहना तो नहीं था मगर उर्दू की बात उन्होंने की तो उर्दू ही से शुरू करता हूँ कि ज़बान पे सबके हो मेरी ज़बान का चर्चा, ये सोचकर मैं ख्याली सफ़र में रहता हूँ, मैं कदर करता हूँ शायर मिजाज लोगों की, अदब नवाज हूँ उर्दू के घर में रहता हूँ। लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, आदाब, गुड इवनिंग, नमस्कार। It is a matter of great pride and pleasure that despite delayed the flight, I am with all of you. मुझे इस बात की खुशी है कि इस वक्त आली मर्तबा रेस्पेक्टेड शमा नवाज साहिबा, डॉक्टर कंबर अली ज़ैदी, मॉम्स और मिलेनियल फादर्स भी हैं। शायद कोई किताब लिखे हैं कि रिवॉल्यूशंस ऑफ ए मिलेनियल फादर, शायद कोई लिखे। So I have penned down whatever I recollect the memory and I have penned down whatever it is. Today I feel pleasure and pride that my beloved daughter Shabeena Zaidi's book Revolutions of Faith, Millennial Mom, has been launched in the prestigious and legendary library of Dubai named MBRL. As a matter of fact, Shabeena has been passionately involved in penmanship from the very beginning. She used to write paragraphs, newspaper columns, essays, articles for different newspapers and magazines. Moreover, she is an orator also. Her research work, which I have seen that she has a good writing skills. She did BTech, Biotech, and after that environment. Now she is environmental engineer. Writing is not an easy task. Sometimes I also used to write essays, verses and poetry, and what type of difficulties I have to face. I know very well. It has been Shabeena's dream to become an author. Now, her dream came true. तो उर्दू में कहते हैं कि इनका ख्वाब शर्मिंदा ताबीर हुआ. An author is a person who originated or gave existence to anything and whose authorship, determination, responsibility for what was created. So far as her book is concerned, it is completely a memoir, physically, psychologically, whatever things are there, she has described in her book, which inspires a lot. It is useful for the millennial mothers. Thanks for the management of MBRL library and those who visited here and spare their time for enhancing the beauty of this gala event, and congratulate my daughter Shabeena. MBRL में रौनक है आज इसलिए शबीना ने खोला है राइटिंग का नया बाब. आए हैं सभी लोग यही कहते हुए शबीना को मुबारक हो उसकी किताब. There is a hustle and bustle in MBRL. Why? Because Shabeena has opened a new door of writing which inspires others, or everyone who came here saying congratulations Shabeena for your book. Last but not least, MBRL management, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of them who spare their time and spare the place just for arranging this gala event. And thanks to all of you who came here for congratulations, my daughter Shabeena. Bravo, Shabeena, congratulations. Shabeena, all of them, whatever is inside. प्यार और प्लेजर की डेफिनेशन कोई नहीं दे सकता. प्यार को लफ्ज़ों की चादर पर सजाने वालों, प्यार एहसास है, महसूस किया जाए.
This is the moment in which you can understand only a few words and still you get goosebumps.
True.
Yeah. So next, we are going to hear from the younger sister of Shabeena, Dilkash Sultana. She's a HR manager by profession. And before I call her, I want to share a thought. When you have an elder sister, you can go and ask her. New moms or gonna be moms, don't check YouTube. Ask your sister. So sometimes I haven't searched, but I still say, when you search what to take care about this of the baby, you see experience, the blogs that scores more views than a doctor speaking. Is it, Dr. Sharma? Yes, that is the power of experience, and that is the power of stories when it is passed on to the younger generations, and the whole human history survived because of the stories. Is it, doctor? So this experience shared by Shabeena is an inspiration, and it is something to look for all the younger sisters. So let me call upon the younger sister of Shabeena, Dilkash Sultana.
Hi everyone. Very proud of this moment today, and so proud of Shubhyapri. I call her Shubhyapri, I'm going to address her that way. I remember this conversation that Shubhyapri and I had. We were in a mall with the kids, with her kids, and they were craving donuts at that time, and there was a full tantrum going around with that. And we were really tired, honestly, in that moment. And that's when Shubhyapri and I started talking, and she's like, you know what, I'm planning to write a book. And I said, oh, that's great, which one?
what topic will it be? And she said about motherhood. And I was like, okay, it's going to be again one of those topics where we're going to glorify motherhood and how amazing it is. I'm not a mother yet, and I wasn't really inspired to be a mom. And I'm still not so inspired to be a mom yet, but I'm in the making. Anyhow, that's when, she mentioned that it's not the glorification, but the reality of motherhood. And I said, oh my God, that is so true, because, some of my friends were not at all prepared and had babies, and it was one of the most horrific moments for them. And that's when we got talking, and she said, yes, I want to talk about that side of motherhood. And I was like, well, I would want to read that. And what was so beautiful about this is the way she's written it, because it's not just that, she's discouraging mothers and, really scaring them, but she's made a balance of showing the wittiness in this and, conveying the message in a very humorous manner. And I think that's what I really like about this book. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm so proud that everyone's here and everyone loves you, and everyone's so, so happy that you're here.
Thank you. That was a wonderful talk. And there is a question for you. This is said by a famous person. You want to tell me who is that person who told this? Motherhood is really amazing, and it is really tough. It is fun, and the journey is rough. Whose lines are these?
Shabeena.
Shabeena? Okay. Join and take this gift.
Oh, is it?
We have two, right?
One more?
One more, yeah.
वास्ता चलेगा कुछ इधर उधर पास करना.
Thank you, Shabeena.
We are in the MBRL. One question about MBRL. In which year MBRL is founded?
Sorry?
In which year? 20?
Founded or inaugurated?
Yeah, inaugurated.
Last year.
Founded 2022. Yes. So, yeah, we got to give the answer first, right?
Yes, yeah,
Yes.
please.
Oh.
I'll put a chocolate here.
All our Shabeena's fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will see from
We did receive the questions beforehand, yeah? Just to let you know. Yes, that's what I wanted from you.
Thank you. The next question is a little bit tough. Maybe you can answer, maybe not. This is the question from the author, not from me. Yes, I'm paid to ask these questions. State the Maslow's hierarchy. It is mentioned in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least the first letter.
Physical needs.
I'll give you half chocolate.
Physiological needs.
Physiological needs. Shabeena, I am doubting you. You have passed the questions to your friend.
I'm a teacher.
Your teacher. Okay.
You want me to answer all the needs?
Yes, take our gift. Yes.
Come, my kids will take from Shabeena. Come, both of them. Come. Take it. I got this for you. Okay. See some benefit of
Guys,
it.
look at me. Baby, look at me.
The whole evening we are hearing this word millennial. It's millennial mom. It's talking about a generation. Except you. What is the generation before millennial mom or millennials? What is generation? Before millennials. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Gen Z? No.
Let me check. No.
No.
Generation X. Yes. Upstill Latif. I give the right answer. Please join us.
Gen X? Gen X.
Next.
As an aspirant, he said that let's say it's.
Find it.
There is a coincidence. I was about to call Afzal Latif onto the stage to share a few words. He is presently serving as the division director in Toastmasters and lead Toastmasters.
Yeah, exactly.
He is like a brother. Whenever I talk to him, I feel a sense of love and care from a brother. I'm talking it sincerely. And he is an engineering professional. And today, let's hear from him what are his thoughts about the book and the author.
Sure. I'm so humbled to stand in front of you, beloved family members of Shabeena, friends, family members. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We always call Toastmaster Shabeena, so I'm just keeping Toastmasters in the First of all the very best for your book. And the second thing which I want to share is a story, an incident. 2022 last year, it was in the month of May. One evening I was boarding a flight from my hometown, Trivandrum, to Sharjah after my vacation. I cleared everything in the airport by 4:30 in the evening. I was about to board the flight. I got 2 hours. The whole 2 hours, it went like a flash, conversing with the incoming district director of Toastmasters International. We were in conversation. It was a kind of a negotiation. It went like a negotiation. And I have to interrupt and stop just before boarding the flight, because if they would have allowed me to use the mobile in the flight, we would have still chatting. That 2 hours, a lot of things discussed. It was about one person, and that is our Shabeena. And what we were discussing is that the person who is going to take the area director role in Toastmasters is not that easy job. Managing 4 different clubs, managing almost 100 people, guiding all the clubs to achieve excellence. It's not an easy job, especially to a person who is somewhat new to this Toastmaster fraternity. So that was the confidence which my mentor, distinguished Toastmaster Shashidhar, given to me. He given me that option to choose her as the successor of mine as an Area 59 director. And she has proven me to the best, one of the best leaders of the district, the whole district. And for any person, you are just, let's say, Afzal Latif or Shabeena Zaidi, but for others, a caring mother, a daughter, a wife, a friend. For me, you are a leader. And the many ways, the qualities you have depicted as a leader is something which I really wanted to pursue. There are many traits, many things which I follow. So thank you so much for being an excellent leader and of course an author. So thank you so much. Over to you.
So when you write a book and you publish it, what do you think? The readers learn a lot, or the writer himself or herself learn more about them more when writing a book? All authors here, who is learning more? Author or the reader? The author. It's a self-discovery process. Why I say this? Because we have an author in this room, and without his permission, I'm going to call him onto the stage. The author of the book, An Ounce of Gratitude. And I was honored to be gifted and to be called on his book launch as well. And I read few chapters, and sometimes he asks, did you read the book? I say, I love him, I love the book, but you know, life gets busy sometimes. And I want to hear from him as an author. What are his thoughts? Are you excited to call him and hear from him?
Yes.
So put a big round of applause. Come on. Let's get right up. is my mentor, Ghostmaster, and said, is an honor.
Good evening. As Mr. Afzal mentioned, there was more than 2 hours of discussion, and I was the one who ignited that fire. And every time when I call Shabeena, my first question to her was, what's the update on your book? It's not the Toastmasters. And her sir mentioned that she has been writing it and she has a passion for it and she dreamt for it and she achieved today. And I'm not even in my distant dreams that I thought that I will become a writer. In the process of correcting the speeches for many school children, and there was a point I picked up the writing and that was framed as a book. And that time Shabeena was saying that I wanted to write a book and started and doing it. I already realized it. Then I was asking like, what is stopping me? What is stopping me? And finally, here is the book. And I know you took so much time to get a great book like this. And definitely, when you were saying that millennial dad, probably I could see myself. And I was one of those privileged people. Like, I got married just before the COVID, and my wife is here, and she was conceived. So lockdown, there is no travel, everything. I had that privilege to stay with her entire 9 months, and she was in the labor room. I was the only person at the hospital. Then from there, next 9 months, I took care of her. Then only she went to India. So that like, you know, I could connect many chapters or many texts what Shabeena has written on the book. That's what very much is required, as one of your younger sister mentioned, that it's set up right, but definitely you are going to enjoy when you are accepted or you are not, you are thrown into that thing. So we were also that part of it, like we were thrown in some journeys, and despite of every busy, she has been at top in the leaders list, and a normal, a woman, a mother is a busy person in general. Despite of everything, and the book has come out. Big congratulations. And author Shabeena. In fact, that was the enthusiasm brought me here. I was sick the last 1 week, and when she invited, I said like, I can't promise whether I will be there or not. Today after I came home, like I just messaged Afzal, are you going? Please, can I get a ride? So that's how I'm here. Congratulations once again, and thanks for putting me on the spot every time. Best wishes. This is for you. Congratulations.
One best book is equal to 100 good friends, but one good friend is equal to a library. Who said this?
Shabeena.
Mohammed Rashid Library. Mohammed Rashid Library.
Wrong answer. No. I'll give you a clue. He's an Indian. He's an Indian.
Indian. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Right answer. Imran. Thank you, Imran. So as I said, every good friend is a library. So we here, everybody sitting here, himself and herself, is a library. So we would like to hear from you. These are the people who were on our list to be called upon the stage. But I feel you have something to share with us. So if you feel to come here and share a few words, the stage is yours now. and we are eagerly waiting.
We want
for this.
Yes.
When we call them to the stage, by me, I have an introduction I want to say.
Okay.
So, except us, who's going to come here and say a few words?
We want Siva.
Not good at public speaking.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We want to hear.
It's okay. Nobody's coming in.
We want to hear this.
So this was not planned, but I'm really honored to see all of you here with so much enthusiasm, and I really want to thank each one of you. From Asif to Imran, he's my brother-in-law, my father-in-law, my father, Zainab Sultana, she's my friend, and she's working, she works in Alain, but she came specially for this book launch. Her in-laws are also there. I'm really honored. बहुत शुक्रिया आने के लिए. रब्बानी भाई आपका भी बहुत शुक्रिया आने के लिए. And my friend Parul, who's a mom, her husband Jatin, thank you so much. And our Toastmasters, I was really amazed. I was so happy to see you, DDM Shashida. Because I know that you were ill, and I so wanted you to be here. And Toastmaster Afsal, I'm so honored. I'm so happy to see you over here. And then we have Asif's friend is there, Mr. Atif. So Asif and Atif, they always doing things together, and the names also rhyming. So happy to see you here. Soumya is there, and another colleague of Asif is also there. So thank you all the kids and everybody. My friend Sara is there. Vibhav, so happy to see you, Vibhav. My uncles are there. My chacha and my uncle Dr. Kambar, he's there. So I was thrilled and I was so happy. Nabila, you shared such great insights about the book. I'm sure that, she was amongst Khurshid Bhai and Nabila, they were amongst the first people to read the book. And Rashid is there, Mr. Kaushik, thank you so much. I hope I don't want to miss anybody. I hope I'm not missing anyone, and I'm really thankful because as who said this, that yes, Khurshid Bhai said this, that I just wanted to keep it very low key, and I was like, no, I was telling Asif, I don't want that much of limelight because I'm kind of an introvert. So I think this is the quality of an introvert, that when they want, they become introvert. And at times, they are extroverts. So I was telling him that, this is not that I need. I'm fine. I published the book. It's okay. I can talk about it on social media, but I don't want the event. And we are very different. So he said, no, it's okay. We'll arrange everything and all that. So when we came to the library, we met the head of the library, and I presented her the books. She was very inspired, and she was about to come over here. She said that she'll come, but she has another event going on at the same time in this library. So she has excused us that she cannot attend this event. But nevertheless, I'm so happy. My auntie is there. My mom could not be here, but my father has traveled all the way from India, and he is directly coming from the airport. So when we told him just 2 days back that Sarah got the visa done. So she's working with the travel agency, and she got the visa done. So it was all haphazard, but eventually he is there with us. So I'm so happy. And my sister Seema, I want her to stand with me. At least.
Yeah.
And I want a picture with her. She's my elder sister, but she looks younger, I know that. And, we also resemble a lot. Yes, she is actually an inspirational figure. She has inspired us all. She is also there in the book as an elder sister. So I just want to narrate this small thing. Whenever she is heading the meeting, she is she's a healthcare director. What should I say? She's the director of the company, and she's not at home most of the times. She's either driving or she's attending her client meetings. But we message her on WhatsApp कि खट्टी दाल की रेसिपी बता दो, निहारी की रेसिपी बता दो, and all that. And she is always there for us. right? She will, maybe if she's driving or she's in a meeting, she'll excuse for 5 minutes and then she'll give us the recipes. So she is our elder sister. We are 5 sisters and she's the eldest one, and she has been a guide, she has been a support. She's the eldest one, Nabila is the youngest one, and I'm somewhere in between. So yeah, I mean she is really, she is a great support, and I really look forward to her, and she is a great inspiration for me. Not very good at speaking publicly. In my family, I think 3 of them, they are public speakers, Shabeena and my parents, but I'm not the one, so not very good at it. But I wish her all the very best. I could read only 6 chapters as yet. Sorry about that, so I need to complete the book, but whatever I have read, I do understand the support behind Shabeena in raising the kids is Asif for sure. And I could, as I think who has mentioned about the story about moving from Malaysia, I mean that was very, Vibha, yes. That was very inspirational. It was very touching actually. It was very touching moving from Malaysia. Asif was there, and the incident she quoted about Rajma Chawal, she has cooked. So I mean it's really nice book. You should all read the book, and as I mentioned that I have only read 6 chapters as yet. Maybe a lot of more things I will get to know about Shabeena, maybe, which I do not know. Through the book, we get to know the stories about the kids and whatever is happening, and I do understand. I mean, she's an excellent mom. I have one daughter, she's grown up, and she has younger daughters. But what I see, she is an excellent mother, all the time there for her kids, and making a balance all the time, attending Toastmasters, so proud of her. Over to you.
So those who think you are not a good public speaker, you think you are a good public speaker, welcome to Toastmasters. Now last question. It is very easy. Spell the word pulverize. Yes,
Pulverise or Zeddy.
Zeddy.
If you're American, Zeddy. If you're British, I suppose.
True shot.
Yeah.
She is a language expert. Kuch she can. No, it's please join.
No, please, you go. I have enough time.
You also.
Please, yeah, come, let's
Both of us go.
Yeah.
Join.
Come.
Okay, let me make it in half.
Let's share the joy. No.
Yeah. Vibha, you give them. You give it.
We both will fall out together.
Now we are.
Yes, yeah. Somehow we're matching.
That was. Next question is to the kids. Which one is the biggest library in the world? I'll give you options. 1. Harvard Library. Option A. Harvard Library. Option B. British Library. Option C. New York Public Library.
British.
British Library.
New York.
Yes. No, the kids are right. Come on, both of you, please. Thank you. I googled for the answer. Yes, next. We are approaching the wind up of the event. Behind every successful man, there stands a woman. Then what about successful women? We men are behind them, but nobody's talking about it.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. True.
That's true. That's
very true.
That's true. So next, we are going to call someone for word of thanks. spoiler. Who is that spoiler? This person is a cornerstone. Because I have a big introduction. I prepared 10 minutes I spend on this. So I want to read it out. Yeah. This person is the cornerstone, the backbone, the rock who stood strong beside the author. By profession, he's running a financial consulting firm in UAE. Let's welcome the better half of the author, the man behind this woman's success, Mr. Asif Zaidi, to the stage.
It's just like a dream, to be honest. We never thought it would go this far. I thought maybe I'll speak this, maybe I'll speak that, but I'm blank at this time. Yeah, normally I feel myself as a composed person, but today I've been very emotional, especially for a lot of people's appreciation, especially Nabila, Viva, pointing it out, the stories. It touched few chords, and I just got lost into the story, actually, to be honest with you. So I'll not speak a lot, but when I read the book, because I'm the one who can connect the most. So I'm not going to tell you about my story because it's in the book. I would want you to read through it. But our story is not something unusual or something which is different. It's the story of most of the households. I mean, a lot of mothers, a lot of fathers struggle through the lives, handling kids and supporting each other with their careers and everything. But it's about how it's written, actually. The way Shabeena, although she's my wife, obviously, I'm not. The way she wrote it, actually, it's more like a roller coaster ride. So when you read through it, it's a funny part, and then you get to the story, and then you come, all of a sudden, something comes up, Aabe Zamzam, and it raises questions, what is Aabe Zamzam? So you have to read the whole chapter to find out what was Aabe Zamzam. So, and most importantly, this dream would not have happened if all of you would not have come. We did not plan for such an event or something like that. We thought maybe we'll just have she was thinking maybe we'll just gather some people, have some pictures and we'll post it out. Then it led up to going more further, that finding out about MBRL. And we discussed with MBRL if there is anything, because she was adamant that we could do something in a normal place. But I've been insistent that if it's a book, then why not be in a place where I mean, which is like a mosque for the whole books. We came out, we got a lot of support from them, especially the head of library and everyone, and which actually led to the event. So I know today was a working day, and a lot of us has been working. A lot of people has juggled through work, taking taxis, driving, especially Dr. Shabeena was coming here all the way. So I want to thank you, each one of you, for taking our time, because it's very special for us. I mean, for us it's just not an event, actually. It's your support for giving her a chance to believe herself further and write more and make a shout in the whole rest of the Dubai, actually, to be honest. Because it is about putting the spotlight to the grey areas. If we don't put that spotlight, the story will never be told. And yeah, I would also want someone to write a story about Millennial father as well.
Yes. You should write it.
I am such a bad reader, although I struggled to finish the book. So I don't think that writing would be my part.
Maybe after your speech, someone gets inspired.
Yeah. So, although we are behind the schedule, I personally want to thank each of you from the bottom of my heart for making it here and making it happen. And with this, I would also like to invite you. We have arranged for a small dinner, so please join us in our happiness, and so we can celebrate together and we can remember this moment. And I would want my father-in-law coming from all over from India to be a part of this, which was impossible because everything was arranged in the span of 2 days, and we were lucky that his visa came out in just an hour. So immediately we booked the flights, and all of a sudden the flight was getting delayed, and he is here. So if you want to speak something, please join us.
I was so tired कि जो कुछ कहना था वो नहीं कह पाया. रात भी नहीं सोया और फ्लाइट में भी सोने का टाइम नहीं है. और जब आदमी कुछ लिख लेता है या कुछ सोचता है तो उसके होता है पेट में दर्द। ये दिलनवाज नज़ारा, ये जाफिजा मंजर किताब का है जो इजरा, तो आज मिलते हैं नफस नफस में, महक है खुलूस पिन्हा की, नजर नजर में मोहब्बत के फूल खिलते हैं। Dear Father, I pray Almighty that Shabeena stay blessed and shine. May Allah bestow her courage to write more and more books, moreover grant success in her future endeavour. Bravo, well done, congratulations Shabeena.
I could say that this happened. This all happened because of the support of a family like you and friends like you. It happened. And we have to extend and express our gratitude to the Mohammed Bin Rashid Library management, especially Ms. Fatima, the event organizer of the library. Now it's time to say goodbye to this hall and go to the main event. I also write a poem sitting there. लगता है भूख लगता है मुझे अभी जाएगा खाने के लिए. So thank you for coming and let's all join the